Hey there, Aaron here with Uglyweeds.com. I bet you're wondering why I'm here standing with this camera and pointing at these 4 hose reels, right? So the reason why we have 4 hose reels is because we have 4 different options for our customers in the spring. And so I'm going to tell you why that's important. So hose reel number 1 here is for existing customers without weeds. So this is a combination of pre-emergent, fertilizer, and a fungicide. The pre-emergent is Specticle, and we're going to use that to prevent crabgrass. The fungicide is to prevent Bipolaris, and the fertilizer is for green up. Now moving down to the tank underneath here, we have Specticle, which is a pre-emergent, and we have our fungicide for Bipolaris, fertilizer, and then we also have 2 different kinds of post-emergent weed control. We have either the Trimec Southern or Avenue South for broadleaf weed control, and then we use a product called Certainty for rescue grass and annual bluegrass, which are the winter grassy weeds. And so moving on to these tanks over here, we use those for Zoysia grass this time of year too. So you're going to have 3 different setups here. Well, 3 different lawns, 2 different setups. So on this tank, this is for our St. Augustine customers. So our St. Augustine customers, the same thing. Most of them don't have any weeds, so we don't want to apply weed control. When I say weed control, I mean post-emergent weed control to yards that don't have weeds. So this tank is set up for fertilizer and 2 different kinds of fungicide. So in the spring in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, conditions are really favorable for disease March, April, and May, and so that's why that's set up. And we don't use crabgrass prevention on St. Augustine lawns, right? Crabgrass is not a problem on healthy St. Augustine lawns. It grows thick enough to where you don't need a pre-emergent for crabgrass control. And if you can leave the pre-emergent off your St. Augustine, it's going to be a lot healthier for it. And we haven't applied springtime crabgrass prevention on St. Augustine lawns ever. And we've been doing it for almost 30 years now. And this tank here is for new customers, and they are going to get post-emergent. So they're usually calling because they have weeds. It's springtime, and they are going to get fertilizer, 2 different kinds of fungicide, and they're also going to get a product called Recognition. And this is a product that was specially designed for St. Augustine. It's got a safener in it, so it's very gentle on St. Augustine. When St. Augustine's coming out of dormancy and conditions for disease are really favorable, maybe the lawns went into stress, like almost all of them do. And so that's why we use this post-emergent called Recognition. It's more money than the other ones, but it has the safener in it at a time when we know it's going to need that safener. And then we typically use a very, very, very low rate of either Trimec Southern or Avenue South. So that's why we have 4 different tanks. All of our trucks are set up with 4 different tanks, and that's why we are the most custom lawn care company in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.